Velocity TV begins now.
Are you ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, strap yourselves in for the wildest thrill ride of your life. So grab a snack and sit back because we're about to throw it down.
We've got the best three-wide action door-to-door racing on the turn number 4 you'll find on iRacing, right here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
We are about to crown tonight's champion, and it's time to let her dig.
We're restacked and repacked up for turn number 4. Who's it gonna be?
And good evening, race fans. Welcome in live to the Full Velocity Racing Network. And we come to you live tonight inside the Volusia Speedway Park. It is great to come back here into the state of Florida for championship night of season number 5 of the Southern Dirt Racing Series. It all comes down to this evening. It comes to you live via Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch TV. Good evening, everybody. Phil LaCasse is here. Jack Sherwin's on the controls. Hot Rod's hanging out.
Hi.
Hey. Jack says hey. Even Jeff Brown, IracingIflag, maybe lingering somewhere. So he may pipe in and say hey at some point, too. No, he was hard at work. I don't know if he had to lay off any staff. I know things are definitely flying in the iRacingIflag headquarters today. So sure he's been working, as he always does on the weekends. And it's good to have he's all aboard. As get Justin Toll out there watching. Sounds good. We're glad it sounds good. We got a good crowd of cars on hand. Looks like we have exploded in the last couple of minutes up to 18. Looks like we'll go 2 heat races tonight. The big story on championship night is the points leader. That will be the number 09 of Josh Ely, who has, he has to do 7th or better in the feature tonight to guarantee himself, because he leads Josh Peacock by, I believe, 21 points coming into the night. 7th or better will seal the 09's fate. The 61 will have to win and hope that Josh has an off night, and Mr. Peacock just literally showed up as the bell was expiring here on practice, so I'm not sure if 61 got any practice time in or not, but I believe he is on the draw with a good starting spot for heat race number 1. Let's take a look at the 3D Racing starting lineup as they grid for 8 laps around, and on the pole with the number 13. That'll be Daniel Worthington with the number 61 of Josh Peacock. He shows up late, and he gets the outside draw in row number 1. In row number 2 with the number 11 car will be Kyle Moyer. The points leader, Joshua Ely, the number 09 to the outside of row number 2. In row 3, the 14 is Brock Evans with the number 12 of Eric Eichstadt next to him, starring in 7th. The number 37 of Brandon Marlowe with the number 73 of Stephen Moore. And Grumpy, Jim Revis, who had the fastest car in the opening practice, will start 9th and final here in heat race number 1. So we're going to go 8 laps around. It's a good night. We're in Volusia. It's the best dirt track I think iRacing currently has. I think we're going to see a terrific night of racing. 75 laps extra distance tonight for championship night as we put season 5 to finale. And thank you to Charlie Milner, Justin Gledhill. Those two have done a superb job of this brief little 6-race schedule. It has been fun. Always great to come out and hang out with these guys. And 6 races, I think, just enough here for the summer. Give you enough and leaves you want a little bit more. So let's see what we got. And it's been Ely who's had the best season over here so far. Been very consistent. Rattled off good finishes, and think him and Josh Peacock are the 2 drivers who can win a championship here tonight. Is Justin Holt sits 3rd in the standings, but it was 63 points out. So I think even that with a the car count we have and the win only paying out 70. I don't think it was mathematically possible for Holt to win the championship. So it's down to Ely and Peacock, who pair of teammates there from the Bulletproof stable. They start 2 and 4 in heat race number 1. So we're going to go 8 laps around, get the drama all set out here. And so if you're out there watching, I know it's early, it's Sunday night, check in live by monitoring the Facebook Live chat. Say hello. Let us know who you're rooting for and what we think for championship night. As we get down to turns number 3 and 4, let's put that iRacing.com Chevrolet Silverado safety truck into the infield. Green flag goes up in the air. Let's stop it down. Let's ride our way to turn number 1. It's going to be that DTJ number 13. Dan Rollington going to lead us for the first time out of turn number 2. Josh Peacock and now the Kyle Moyer 11 car. Kyle down to the inside. A couple of guys who have definitely a veteran of the street stock wars. They'll be door-to-door out of 4. Let's complete lap number 1. Dan Worthington, who has had a very good season over here for the SDRS. He's got number 13 now up into the top spot. Moyer and Peacock are battling for 2. And here comes the points leader, Josh Ely, in the 09. He's going to make it a 3-way race for second through turns number 3 and 4. He is under Peacock, as Moyer going to have aspirations to go to the low side of Worthington for the lead there out of 4. Thought he had a better run than it actually ended up being. Dan going to carry Kyle at turn number 2. Might call it 2 and 3 car lengths now. Put Ely up to 3rd. Peacock going to have to fend off Brock Evans as the 14 is there to the low side, racing for that 4th spot. And Eric Eichstadt's number 12 car, the BladeNote.com machine. He has got it digging up high as well as we work our way out of turn number 2. We're going to put cross flags down on this one. 4 laps will be complete and 4 laps remaining, and so far so good for the 13 of Worthington. Is he's been trying to lead this way. No, Moyer to the low side. It was the lead change there on a 2, but the 11 now to the top of the heat drop. The 13 of Worthington back to 2, and Ely's going to take a look under him on a turn number 2, and thought he had a good run there. Not exactly that. That may open the door for Peacock to regroup, see if he can't take the battle to his teammate, his buddy, and 2 guys are racing for a championship here tonight. Peacock versus Ely. As they work it off turn number 4, Eric Eichstadt in the 12. He works over the outside lane, and that's what I love about this Volusia Speedway Park is really get 2 and 3 really good lanes of racing. We'll see that all night long. The track has already slowed down to about 1 second slower than it did when we opened up the night, where Jim Revis put a really, really good practice time down to lead the practice session. As Jim's out there running in the 8th spot, but he put a 1965 down in practice, which I think is I don't think we're going to see that again. We had a big wreck, and I clicked off the camera on the back chute. Yellow was on the speedway. What in the world happened? If I ever see yellow flags on the heats over here, I believe Kyle Moyer. What? I was looking at practice times and I missed 4 top cars getting wrecked. 2 turtles. What in the world? All right. Arlington's into Moyer. Ely and Peacock get swept up. Let's take the Moyer and Peacock are turtles. Let's take the entire top 4 out. Let's have 2 turtles. Let's put a green-white checker to extend heat race number 1. What do you say, Adam Leahy? Then for the 500 stars, brother. I'm looking forward to seeing you back on the Speedway tomorrow night. We go back to the Adrenalush Racing League. We'll be there tomorrow, 8 p.m. Steve Bigler, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for checking in. And very rare to get a yellow in this series, especially in the heats. It looks like Worthington got into the back of the 11, and it started a very big chain reaction. So, wow, this one's turned upside down. It's going to put Eric Eichstadt to the top of the heat now over Stephen Moore. Brandon Marlowe, Jim Revis, and Josh Ely going to be the 5 cars, I believe, left. So it looks like Moyer, Worthington, and Peacock. Looks like they may be all done for Heat 1, so they'll have to regroup, and my goodness. And yeah, we put Grumpy up to 4th. I thought Brock Evans is out there running. He got put on to end of the lead lap, or I'm not sure if he got swept up with the carnage or whatever. scored him the race leader last time around. All right, so he's off the track, so that was weird too. Green flag goes back in the air. Green, white, checking to settle this one. Bonus time for heat race number 1. Let's see if it's going to be Eichstadt, Moore, Marlowe, or even Jim Revis or Josh Ely, as Josh came out of that one relatively unscathed. As we go down to turns number 3 and 4, we're going to put the white flag out in the air, and it's the 73 car of Stephen Moore looking onto the inside of Eric Eichstadt out of turn number 4. Eric's going to lead it at the line, but the 73 has got that line down low figured out. They'll be door-to-door for third. The 37 of Marlowe and the 09 of Ely. They'll be there side by side. Who's going to win heat race number 1 as we get a battle off the corner? Eric Eichstadt going to take the checkered flag over Stephen Moore. Ely going to grab third. Jim Revis able to sneak around Brandon Marlowe, so give Grumpy the 4th spot. Said the aforementioned Moyer and Peacock and Worthington, those drivers do not finish in heat race number 1. So that had a little bit of everything, didn't it? We'll see if heat 2 can be a little bit cleaner, I guess you could say. You know, the contact swept up the entire field. Let's see what these 9 drivers can do in this one. Let's take a look at the starting lineup. The 91 of last week's winner, Tyson Pankow. He is on the pole position this week. The 311 of Justin Holt will be next to him. In the number 13 will be DJ Kilinowski on the inside of row number 2, with the number 51 of Jacob Lassiter to his outside. In row number 3, the number 80 of Jeremy Vaughn, the 14-2 of Taylor Frost on the outside of row number 3, with the coach Kyle Surratt and the number 18 and the 188 Dirt Track Junkies 188 Wes Wiggin to his outside. And Timothy Tinson, car number 15, will start in position number 9. Is good to see Tim back with us. I believe he joined with the league last week, turned a couple of laps, and see if he fares better this time out here at Volusia this evening. So my favorite track in iRacing. It forever it was linear. It's top linear now. We'll see if linear comes back to it. I'll tell you what, Kokomo showed good last week. Was a big fan of what we saw for racing there. That was terrific. Other highlights, I think Knoxville's a great track. Do love doing races there too. So really, really cool. I'm happy to come out here to Volusia. It's going to be a good week. Busy week. We have a whole lot of things covered. A lot of short tracks. So I think we're all short tracks.
So it sounds like you like them all.
No, there's ones I'm not a fan of. Nope. We'll put USA at the top. Not a fan. I think next I'd probably put Williams Grove. No, not a fan of racing there either. Love the track. Love the history. Not a fan of the track. That would be the 2 I should say I dislike. That's the 2. Sure where I put 3 on that list, but USA definitely number 1. Don't like the track at all. It does make good race, but not a fan. Let's go green flag racing in this one. Tyson Pankow going to jump to the green flag with that number 91 car. Love that scheme. Go Creations, Jason Salter did a hell of a job putting that scheme together. That thing really pops, really nice. And Bubba's going to lead the way out of turn number 4. He'll complete lap number 1. 31 car of Holt there running in second. He's got a mirror full of the 13 of DJ Kilinowski. As DJ goes to the inside, he'll look for 2. Out of turn number 2, Taylor Frost has jumped his way to the 4th spot in the 14-2, and he's been kind of quiet the last 2 weeks, Jack. We may have to talk a little more about him. And ever since he switched to that scheme, he's had nothing but bad luck. So we'll see what we can do. Salter says, I dislike 2 of his favorites. Imagine that, Jason. Imagine that. We disagree on that one. I've just seen too many wrecks at the Grove. That one gives me nightmares. And USA just too big. I don't like it. I think it's just a big track, flat track. Yeah, the racing can be good. Just not a fan. I've driven it a lot here in iRacing. Don't like it. Just think it's boring. Nonetheless, this one not boring so far, as Kilinowski's worked his way to the middle lane of the racetrack. He's around Justin Holt on the outside lane, and now he'll work to the low side of Tyson Pankow out of turn number 4 as the cross flag signals goes down. And we get a good 3-car race to the lead off turn number 2. Put Kilinowski up to the lead by, just a skosh there. Not even a car length. He's going to saunter his way on by the Pankow 91. Justin Holt's going to find himself to the inside. And they touch a little bit, just a nice little brief kiss there. 31 off the side of the 91. It's going to let Kilwanowski open that lead up a little further. Call it 2 car lengths out of turn number 2, leaving Pankow and Holt to race on for second. They have pretty much gapped the field. Where the heck did fourth go? I believe that's Taylor back there running in fourth. Yes, it is. Him and the coach, Kyle Surratt. Jake Lassiter is number 51. And let's talk about Jake Lassiter for a minute. We're going to be there next week with the Southern Shootout 75. Event that Lassiter has done the last couple of seasons. Looking forward to doing that. We're going to do it next Sunday night. It'll be live right here. I believe it's on the same time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So we'll have more details on that. Jake, if you're out there listening, somebody wants to post that flyer out there, advertise it all the dickens, we'd love to do so because we're going to see a terrific race next week for Southern 75. So the Shootout 75 next week. But we come off turn number 4, and heat race number 2 comes to conclusion with DJ Kilwanowski picking up the win. Tyson Pankow, Justin Holt, Taylor Frost, Kyle Surratt, Wes Wiggin, Jake Lassiter, Tim Tinson, and Jeremy Vaughn. Completing our 9 cars for that one. So qualifying heats are all done, which means it is time for a 75-lap main event to put season number 5 to its conclusion. But before we get there tonight, let's go trackside for the playing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, the national anthem getting us started here tonight with the Full Velocity Racing Network. Thanks to Charlie Milner, Milner Media and Design. Our good buddy does a lot of work for us here. For what our product is going to do, got some cool stuff we're going to unveil here really soon when we're done with it. But thank him for all his efforts. Thank you to Dirty Grass Soul. They perform every night for us. Rendition of the anthem just absolutely fantastic. Thank those guys for doing that as we get ready to roll here. 75 laps around at Volusia. Sean Stevens is out there. Says, bring on the Shootout 75. Next week, Sean, we will be there. We're looking forward to it. Should be a great time. We see a lot of you guys out there, if not racing, watching and interacting and playing along, because that's what we do here on the network. We love being interactive. We really do appreciate our audience. They make us be the product we are, and without none of you, or without all the support you give us, none of it is possible. If you guys want to throw some stars donations our way like Adam did, we'd appreciate that. You want to become a supporter for $7 or $4.99 a month, we'd appreciate that too, as we'll have some cool ideas we're going to put forth for content for y'all. So thank you, everybody. Glad to have you aboard. Let's take a shot here. 75 laps around Volusia as we start to grid here, championship night. Let's take a look at how the 3D Racing starting lineup grids for this evening. The pole is going to be the number 12 car of Eric Eichstadt, the number 13 of DJ Kilinowski next to him. In row number 2, the 73, screaming Stephen Moore, with the number 91 of Tyson Pankow next to him. The points leader, Josh Ely, he will start in position number 5. He needs 7th or better to wrap it up here this evening. Justin Holt will start next to him with car number 31. Grandpa, Grumpy. Yeah, Phil can't speak. Grumpy starts. It's only English. Can't figure it out. Jim Revis will start 7th with car number 21, with the 14-2 of Taylor Frost to his outside. Brandon Marlowe with the number 37, and the coach Kyle Surratt, the number 18, will be row number 5. In 11th position, the number 14 is Brock Evans with the number 188 of Wes Wiggin, part next door to him. The 61 of Josh Peacock, the only other driver in championship contention. He's going to start deep tonight. He will roll off 13th with Jacob Lassiter next to him with car number 51. Kyle Moyer will start 15th in the number 11. Timothy Tinson with car number 15. Looks like he's put it on the trailer already. It's going to bring Dan Worthington's number 13. And Jeremy Vaughn in the number 80 will have 17 drivers. Let's go 75 laps around. Can Josh Ely win the championship? I like where he's sitting. 21 points better. Look at what we can do here over the course of what's going to be a terrific feature event as we get ready to put the lights are out. Let's put the pace truck in for the first time tonight. IracingIflag.com.
Green flag.
In the air, we go to it. Oh, Jeff's heard that big in. That was fantastic. Give Jeff all the love. We get a green flag out there. Let's go to it. So 75 laps tonight. Extra distance, extra fun. Let's see where it's going to rock and roll to is Eric Eichstadt and DJ Kilinowski. High speed pace lap. Through turns number 3 and 4. Let's complete lap number 1. Give Kilinowski, it looks like, the advantage by not much. And I feel one off the wall. I think we have a yellow. And we do have a yellow. Yellow, yellow, yellow. The opening lap. 1 lap of 75. So that is early to start tearing some cars up. Let's see who is involved in the chaos. Let's hope it wasn't nearly as big as the one we saw in Heat 1. Justin Holt is involved. What happened to Holt? He started up on the top 10. Oh no, Ely. That's got championship implications on it early. What we do, we go down into the corner. And come off, and Holt's car just went for a beeline to the right, and he went for a wicked. Oh my goodness, he got shot up to the air, and that car took a shot. So already 1 yellow on the track. Sean Stevens, we'll see you on the track. Like Arent, dude, we'll see you next week. We will be there. We'll have a good time. Trying to get the clarification here about who they're going to put the end of the longest line penalty onto. Can't speculate. Definitely there was contact. Everything gets started around the Ely and Holt. I don't know if they're going to make the call on that one quite yet. I believe we're going to put the lights out this time. So really have the clarification. I know Gledhill did a good job giving an explanation as the ruling goes, and I see nothing standing pat. So it looks like Ely's going to stay in his spot, and Mr. Holt's going to be to the back with maybe a little tansy of a headache after that ride. He took a shot. What do you want to start? In the rear is looks like the coach going back there with him, Kyle Surratt. So he was involved. I believe Lassiter was also. So those three will be on the tail. It's going to be Kilinowski, Eichstadt, Pankow, Moore, and Jim Revis. Our top 5. Green flag goes back in the air. Now let's start lap number 5. Been doing so many races, Jack, where the yellow flag laps don't count. I'm almost taken back now when they do on the dirt. We snuck past lap number 5, so we'll go 75 laps straight up. Let's race for the lead. Out of turn number 4, now DJ Kilmanowski puts himself to the top of the heat. The rock star with the number 13. He'll lead it out of turn number 2. Pankow and Eichstadt, they'll stay locked up for 2. But here comes Grumpy. The Evil One Graphics number 21, Jim Revis, looking his way down to the inside as him and his dad, Stephen Moore, 73. Up next to him is they are door to door for the 5th spot there out of turn number 4. And we're 3 wide. Who's in the middle? It's Pankow in the middle of a sandwich of Stephen Moore and Jim Revis, and we're going to even go deeper than 3. We're going to go maybe 4. We'll stay 3. No, 5. 5 even last 6 feet.
5.5 feet.
Right, 5.5. Well, that's a winner. That's Taylor Frost back to the outside there in the 14-2. He making it work. Revis and Pankow still locked in that battle. 3 deep out of turn number 4, and that is racing for the 4th and 5th spot is DJ Kilmanowski, number 13. Well, he's gone up front. He's already driven about 6 or 7 car lengths over Eric Eichstadt and Stephen Moore. Good to see with 73 back running good. Been a while since we've seen him with a strong, solid race car. Stephen running in the 3rd spot. It's Taylor Frost and Jim Revis. They still continue to duke it out for the 4th spot as we got some leaning going on back there. Taylor Frost and Ely and Evans and Peacock's in the mix. They're all starting to come on forward as Ely puts his way into the middle of Peacock of 61, the JP Designs machine. He is down low. Said this is what makes Volusia my favorite. 3 wide, sometimes 4 wide. Jack says they can go 5. I'm not a believer of 5 wide here, but look at this picture on turn number 2. Ely's driven right up through the middle of them all. He's past Frost. He is around Tyson Pankow. Put Josh Ely, a guy who is on a mission, to top 7 finish. It doesn't matter what Peacock does. That would give Josh Ely the championship, and now he has roared his way into the 5th spot. So we exit turn number 4. Now the race is between Frost's 14-2 and Pankow's number 91 as they are side by side. Over to turn number 3. We peek on here just briefly back up front. Kilmanowski, he's out there with 2nd. Better advantage, 1.3, as he's got Eichstadt covered and Stephen Moore. Now Jim Revis in the 4th spot. He's at a gap, not a big gap, but a little earshot one back to Ely. Frost and Pankow battle very good behind them. We got a Peacock there as well. Kyle Moyer in the 11, Brock Evans. Those guys all the top 10 and knocking relatively pretty close to potentially a top 5 run early on as next time by. Let's put 15 laps of 75 complete as we roll to 3 and 4. And you gotta imagine these guys have felt the racetrack out. They have felt their race car out. It is time to let it all hang out. We'll see what this racetrack does as far as a revolution through the middle. It's been great for 3 lanes of racing here early. I think if we know Volusia at all, it should stay this way. As it gets a little bit slicker and drier and the more laps get put in, the surface will get rutted. I think we will see that for certain. Steve Bigler out there. Come on, Ely and Peacock. They're racing for the championship. I mean, somebody's going to walk away with hardware. Ely put the best time up last time by as he's back there running in 5th. His lap time was a 20.670. That is a full second off what these guys actually had practiced on. The racetrack was fresh. And that was Jim Revis who put that quick time down. Just listening to some communication on BDR Racing going on. So here I think it was Peacock and was it Evans or Taylor or maybe Tyson? They got together. They were communicating. Apologize there for the contact. Love hearing that. Love when guys are appreciative and apologetic and respectful, and we see a lot of that in iRacing in these street stocks. And it is wonderful to watch and wonderful to see. I think a big lesson for a lot of the greater leagues and guys who think a lot of themselves as a driver. Respect to one another goes a long way. Respect to a league goes a long way. Some guys can take some lessons. You don't agree, Jack? You don't think drivers will be appreciative of us all?
Maybe when you park the car, yeah.
Okay. Touche. Fair enough. I think some of these guys race with a lot of respect. why I do enjoy doing these shows when we do them. Well, let's try to evaporate that negative juju out of my head. Ely and now Stephen Moore racing for the third spot out of turn number 4. And and Grumpy's there too, the 21. Old Revis has got to dig it. I'm a big advocate for, if you're going to win a championship trophy, go out there and win the race too. Steal all the hardware. Steal the trophy girl. Steal all the money. Steal all the prizes. Just take it all.
But if you're winning, you're not stealing.
It's true.
They give it to you. You don't have to steal it.
It's true. I had a thought on that somewhere, and it just completely went out the window. It was like it was a weird thought. I don't even know how I even got it, and it disappeared about as fast as I got it. So, but Ely's coming. I guess you don't steal it if they're giving it to you. I guess that's a good point. Kind of more like borrowing though a little bit, isn't it? No, maybe not. I guess we'll leave that one alone. We're going to get 1/3 the way home here next time by. We'll put 25 laps in the books. Well, a lap from now, pretty close to it. DJ Kilinowski leading the way. And what's the interval at the line? It's big. How big is it? 2.1. 2.176. He's got over 2 seconds on Eric Eichstadt and Josh Ely back there in third. Josh trails by 2.5 seconds. He put a 20.84 last time by. DJ run a 20.82, so a little tad bit quicker. The 13 is who was quicker this time around. I think it was also DJ. That may have been the fastest car. Revis back there, 20.78. That was the best lap of the group in the top 5. It was. So Jim Revis still a very good piece. See if old Grumpy can make it happen. No, it would be Grumpy happy. Win. Would even that do? I think it would. No. I'll tell you what. Grumpy's garage has been rolling. And that truck he put together, that's sick. It's good stuff. Jim's the man, huh? Maybe he'd get a truck like that for us, Jack. Revis is under Ely racing for third off turn number 2. It's down the back chute. Let's see what can happen there. So Revis has been really quick here through this section of the race, and that car just continues to get better and better and better. He is racing a guy we can almost call a champion here tonight. Josh Ely in the 09. He's got a pretty good hold there. He's in the top 7, and he's in front of the 61 car. So if he beats Josh, it's academic. He's in the top 7, it's guaranteed. Not a whole lot in racing is guaranteed, so he'll have to keep his nose clean for the better part of another 45 laps, and he is running for second. He certainly is. He got back around Jim, and he's to the inside of Eric. Eichstadt versus Ely for the second spot in new turn number 3 and 4. And it's not really, we're not calling that a race for the lead because the leader is just somewhere out there. 3 seconds. Just everybody wave to DJ as he goes by. Bye, DJ. Thanks for, we're not going to pull with dirt mission. Ely gets turned around off of 2. Ely's around and yellow was on the speedway. He had help there from a 21 car. What I don't know is if it checked up with 12, but either way, the points leader is around. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the speedways. We put 32 laps in the books. All right, so maybe what I see was after the fact there is it looks like Ely and Eichstadt got together, and I think Revis has kind of run up on the back of the 09 and just turn him around. That's what I saw at the first look. No, that looks like a dirt racing wreck right there. Yeah, there it is. Ely and Eichstadt touch a little bit. Puts Jim into the side of the 09. Ely goes for a ride. The second yellow of the night. Things continue to evolve and change. The points leader is damaged at the rear. We're approaching halfway. 33 laps in here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. to get used to the new big word of the week. Terminated. The lights are terminated. Here at Volusia. Are they only temporarily terminated? I guess we'll wait and see. Let's put 34 laps complete. IracingIflag.com.
Green flag.
Is back in the air. Where is the second half of this race going to take us? Let's all find out together. As DJ Killenowski's big lead, well, that's a big story. That one got wiped away, and it's going to put guys like Eichstadt and Revis right back to his bumper. Stephen Morris had a good run all night long. Got Peacock there, Frost and Moyer. And where is Mr. Ely? Who he runs back there in 15th. That's going to be tough right now as Peacock's in the top 5. It may be Josh Peacock when the math is all done. Can Josh steal the championship away? But would that be stealing? If the point shooter get wrecked and he wins?
No, it's not stealing.
Hey.
I don't endorse all this criminal activity you're talking about.
No.
Especially with a popo in the room.
That's true. I forgot about that. Jeff can't lock me up for that, can he? They're allowed to really do anything right now. I think New York State bail enforcement laws are intact, so I'll just get like a slap on the wrist and be like, yeah, just go away. Ooh. Know where I'm taking that to. I'll leave that alone. All right. Glad you didn't say that out loud. Yeah, that was kind of rough. Definitely in these times. Killenowski back up to the lead, and he's starting to walk it away again as he's now about a full second ahead of Eric Eichstadt, Stephen Moore, and Jim Revis. Now Kyle Moyer and Josh Peacock. If I had $1 for every time I have called those two drivers together battling for position, I'd probably be retired on a boat somewhere. Do we even still have boats? Can we even sail a boat? Weird times. Okay, well that's good. Be part of the big boat parade. I like that, but Moyer and Peacock, they battle out of 2. That's racing for 5th, 6th? Yeah, 5th and 6th back there. As we're off for turn number 4. I said Killenowski, he's starting to reopen that big gap that he had. It was well over 3 seconds when the yellow come out. It's up to 1.2. A good race going on between Eichstadt and Revis for second is a couple of guys we know really well from the Dirt Warrior Racing League. Team Dirt Warrior, for example. They're doing a really good job racing there for second. And Kyle Moyer, he was extremely low through 3 and 4 that time. He almost hit that water barrel in the opening. We haven't seen somebody hit that in quite a while. But that's something that, you know, for once upon a time was something that happened from, you know, frequently here in Volusia. Kind of taking it out on play now, it looks like. But wait and see. 44 laps going on the board, and so just keeping tabs on the racing going on for second. Let's go Sheffield Graphics on board. I like that idea. Josh Peacock's number 61, and he's got a good view up ahead as they are 3 wide through turns number 3 and 4. Eichstadt, Revis, you got Moyer in there, you got Stephen Moore in the middle. So Peacock's right behind him. He's got Taylor Frost who was inside 3 wide for third. Meat in the sandwich is Stephen Moore, and the run off the corner, well, he may as well be grade A roast beef off the corner because he's driven right to the top. Yeah, roast beef is good. I think that goes to the top of the food chain as far as being a sandwich can go. But he had a good run there off of 4. Not quite so good out of 2. Because now Moyer and Eichstadt, they have made their way back around them. So kind of like the Slinky, it comes together, it separates. Now let's go back to 2 wide racing there for 4th. So where's DJ? Let's play a game. Where's DJ? You know where's Waldo? 1.9. The advantage last time by for DJ over Jim. We got Eric back there, Kyle and Stephen Moore racing on for the 4th spot. We now put 47 laps to bed, so getting down to the last portion of this one now. A couple laps away, we'll be 2/3 the way home. And let's update, where is the points leader? Stuck in traffic. Back here racing for 13th. Homer in a beat-up car. Not a good scene. I'm sure Josh's is going to be disgusted the way his luck has been here tonight. Running for championship, had a very solid season. Need a 7th or better on championship night, and back there running for your life for 13th. Sounds like my racing career in a microcosm right there. Josh is going to keep on keeping on. He'll keep fighting. But it could be Mr. Peacock that could be the guy who walks away with the trophy here this evening as he runs in the 5th spot, battling Eric Eichstadt there out of turn number 4. 50 laps complete, 25 laps to go. And can anybody race down our leader? I think it's going to take an act of God maybe to run him down under green flag conditions, but can Jim Revis do it? Can Kyle Moyer do it? Kyle is up to 3rd. Eichstadt and Peacock did a race for 4th. Keith Bradley out there. First time watching live. Usually watch after our race on Monday night. Maybe tomorrow night I'll have some good luck. Thank you, Keith. Good to see you out there watching. Hope you're enjoying the live coverage. We'll see you guys tomorrow night in North Wilkesboro Speedway for 240 laps around. That's going to be a long race. For sure at Wilkesboro. We're going to have a worn-out drivers and worn-out announcers. That one is done. But Keith will be there tomorrow. No, Adam is out there watching too. We'll have a good time. Anybody out there likes pavement, likes trucks, look up the Adrenaline Rush Racing League. Great people. Justin Barkley, Southern Dirt Racing Series is the name of this league. This is championship night for season number 5. They usually take about a season off, so I'd probably anticipate somewhere around November, I would say. Look out for season number 6 to fire up. Charlie and the gang do a wonderful job. They put this series out there. Also, a new league coming. I believe we're going to call it the King of the Dirt Series. It's going to be right here in this time slot on Monday or Sunday nights, beginning, I believe, the 12th or 19th of September. Go to the FullVelocityTV.com website. It is posted there on the calendar. A new series that Mr. Ely has brought to us. It's going to be, I believe, a money series, entry fee, big payouts, end of year. Sounds like a good time. We will be there. So you want to get involved in that one? Say that again? Weekly payouts. That's the rumor. Weekly payouts. The car count's good. So want to be involved with some street stock racing on Sunday nights. Look up Josh Ely. Look out for King of the Dirt. That sounds like it's going to be a great time. We will be there in the month of September for a 6-race freight. That's what's going to take the place of this series is us. And this and the next week, the shootout. Southern Shootout 75. So we'll have a good time. Love street stocks and Sunday nights. They just go hand in hand for me. Always make good racing. And we're seeing a good one here to finish out the season. Now 57 laps of 75 complete. And said, let's go back on the search. Where's the leader? He's close to 3 seconds ahead. 2.8. Kyle Moyer now running in second. Look who is racing for third. Josh Peacock and Jim Revis. Ever. Nope. That's another one. Revis and Peacock. The great part for those two guys, it's a very friendly rivalry. It really is. They have a ton of respect for each other. Two of the greatest painters in iRacing. Two really good dudes, and they do some good racing together. Having another good one on display. Racing for third. Gonna chase that 11 car around, but Peacock on a what may be a championship run here for the 61 machine. Now going to run his way up to the 3rd spot. Let's update where Ely sits. He's back there in 13th. Still back in 13th. So we're now 12. So creeping his way forward. But we'll do the math and we'll put Charlie on the spot and Glenn Hill on the spot after. I'll make them do points and let us know who the champion may be. But I think as of now, unofficially called Josh Peacock in championship position. See if Ely can't rebound and rally in these last 15 laps. It may be tough, but a destroyed race car. It really is. I think took a shot, but it's beat up. I mean, it's been through a war. front end is all beat in. You know, him and Brandon Marlowe are back here running for 12. It's a good race back here, actually. They're really doing a really nice job racing each other. You got Jake Lassiter in there as well. Now we said Jim Revis with a new name to battle with, the coach. Kyle Surratt, a very quiet night for the 18, but now he finds himself into a top 5. And said it's one of these racetracks. The longer we run, I think it really brings the 18 card into play. And now he works his way to the top 5. But running the outside lane, a groove we don't see Kyle in too often. He's kind of wall running there off 2, getting a good run. Hope he's got enough time, because as we approach now, we complete lap 64, 11 laps remain, and the lead is 2.9 seconds. Let's take a peek at the lap times here between the 13 and the 11. Last time around, Moyer put a 22:07, 21:16 for Kelenowski, so pretty equal as he puts 21:16 up there. Kyle at 21:10, and now a yellow flag. So all the drama and comparing the lap times, who's faster, take that 3-second lead Kelenowski had and wipe it away. This caution flag is back on the speedway. Team Har Motorsports yellow flag, I believe number 3 for the main event. Very light on yellows this league. Jack saying ooh. All right, sounds like Eric Eichstadt is involved. How did the 12 car get destroyed? Oh no, yeah, there it is. Eichstadt and Holt make a little contact. Eichstadt destroys the inside wall, and Dan Worthington, with no place to go, broadside. Junk. My goodness, what a hit. Yellow flag is on the speedway. We'll update where the points sit. Ely may be close to a top 10. Could it be enough? Stay with us. We'll find out here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. All right, Pace truck is in, getting ready to go back to green. Was listening to the admin call there, but IracingIflag.com.
Green flag.
Green flag is back. 69 laps complete, which should mean there'll be 6 laps remaining. And yeah, and we've got Josh Peacock and Kyle Moyer racing for second. And said, I'm the advocate. You're gonna win the championship, Josh. Go beat DJ. Can anybody beat DJ? Can it be done clean? Well, here comes the coach. Look up. 18 cars sneaking his way into the top 3 as he's underneath Moyer in a turn of 3 and 4. So the name Kyle Surratt becoming a late player in this one. Good 3-wide race between himself, Moyer, and Jim Revis back there running for the 3rd spot. But Kelenowski, he's got a contender on his hands behind him. Oh, Peacock has found his way to the low side. He is looking again in turns number 3 and 4. We're going to put 72 laps complete. 3 laps remain in Season 5 finale. Season 5 of the Southern Dirt Racing Series about to be in the record books, and history is going to be made here tonight. Is tonight the night? Can Josh Peacock crown another series championship? Can he claim one? Can Josh Ely rebound late? Where did Ely go? He's back in the 9th spot, clinging on it. I believe Josh may have enough on him as we exit turn number 2 We've got 2 laps remaining, and now another yellow flag. So overtime will be the call. Yellow on the speedway. 75 laps. Not going to be enough tonight. 4th yellow of the evening. Who is involved? Ely and Holt. Oh my goodness. Ely has had a rough night. So has Holt, for that matter. And let's take a look-see at this one. Holt and Ely make contact. Now, I don't want to make the call on that one. I don't know if the admin's going to call on that one, but that one may have been dirtied up a little bit. Maybe net code. I think that may be a little tad bit debatable. But regardless, the yellow was on the speedway. Ely's car in a basket again. Off contact with him and Justin Holt. So we'll regroup it. We're going to get green-white checkered, and we'll come back and call the restart here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. All right, quick sip of the beverage there. Going to be a quick one to go back to racing. Kilinowski, Peacock, Moyer, Revis, Surratt, Pankow, Brock Evans, Taylor Frost, Stephen Moore, and Josh Ely looks like going to restart 10th as we are doubled up. IracingIflag.com.
Green flag.
Green flag for some overtime racing here tonight. We're going to miss this series so much. We don't want to see it end. And Peacock going to do what he can. Can he beat DJ Kilinowski? He is on the low side. We're coming to the white flag. This time off turn number 3 and 4. 61 versus 13. Give the advantage to Kilinowski at the line. Moyer with the 11 going to throw it in there low. As our buddy Bradley would say, throw it in deep, sell it cheap. Well, who is going to be the winner of this one? Into turn number 3 and 4 for the final time. Can Kilinowski hold on? He has been dominant. Peacock on one more wreck. Are we going to take the checker? We do. The win goes to DJ Kilinowski. 0.033 over Josh Peacock, Kyle Moyer, Jim Revis, Kyle Surratt, a top 5, Tyson Pankow, Brock Evans, Taylor Frost, Eric Eichstadt, Wes Wiggin will finish up in the 10th spot with Jeremy Vaughn, Dan Worthington, Brandon Marlowe, Jacob Lassiter finishing 15th. Josh Ely, heartbreak tonight for the 09. Looks like he'll get 15th over Stephen Moore. And Justin Holt finish up 17th here tonight. Big one here at Volusia. DJ Kilinowski is a big winner. Unofficially, I call Josh Peacock the series champion, and we'll figure that out next year for the post-race show live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Back here live, the Full Velocity Racing Network post-race show presented by BladeNode.com. Simple web solutions powered by nerds. Web hosting, DPS servers, dedicated servers. They do it all. Check them out today over at BladeNode.com. Tell them at the gang at FVRN, especially Phil and Jack sent you over. They'll appreciate that. Championship night here. The finale race goes to DJ Kilinowski. The series championship goes to Josh Peacock. But a third place finish here tonight for the number 11 of Kyle Moyer, who had a really good night of racing. And Kyle, that green-white checker, man, I really feel that run to the bottom, another lap. You had a chance to win this thing, bud.
Yeah, maybe it was coming in. It just DJ was fast, Josh was fast. Me and Josh had to work our way up through the field. So 75 laps gave us the opportunity there at the end, and just came up short.
I would think to myself, this season we've seen a lot of 40, 50 lap races here. We usually see that 50 to 60 when we see street fights with you guys. 75 laps here, a little bit extra distance. Anything you do as a driver? I mean, does it take any more of a toll on you, or is just all bets are off and you just grit your teeth and go after it and don't even feel that extra lap distance that you may feel?
Care about the extra laps. It's fun. I'd run 150, honestly. No, it's just good, clean racing. These guys know what they're doing. It's good running with Josh, DJ, and all of them.
You would do this for 150. I'd imagine 75 more laps, the high rate you guys do, you'd be plumb wore up, dude. You took that effort, though. That'd be awesome to see.
You never know. We might bet I'll put one on something like that.
Be interesting to watch for sure. But Kyle, a good sport as always, buddy. A third place run here tonight. Who's helping you out nowadays getting these cars as fast? Every time we see you there, bud. Your car.
Always Team Dirt Warrior. Thank you guys for broadcasting it. Always, all you guys do. Everybody puts this series on. Congratulations to DJ on the win, Josh on the championship, Evil One Graphics for the wrap, and that's about it.
Well, it's been a while since we talked to Mr. Kyle Moyer. Good to see him back running well here on a Sunday night. A third place run for him, so we'll let him go and figure it out and hang out with the crew, and we'll walk down here. Who do we want first? You want the champ or you want the winner? Well, let's go take the winner of the race. I like that. Oh, let's do the champion interview last. The big winner here tonight of the race for the battle, Mr. DJ Kilinowski. DJ, a flawless piece here tonight. It was late race yellows. It probably had to upset your mojo, buddy. That car was in another zip code. You had 3+ seconds or better every time the yellow come out. How
Oh, absolutely. I was going to be so pissed if I lost that somehow. Like, I knew Josh, we were talking in our Discord and everything, and I knew he was a little bit quicker, and I wasn't going to try and run that line when I've been running that line all freaking night, and was able to pull 3 seconds twice. And if I would have lost that, I would have been really pissed after all that.
I would have been too, dude. That car was flawless all day long. With that last restart, green-white checker at that point, anything is off. It's got to be nice, having a guy like Josh, a teammate and a buddy behind you. You know he's going to race it clean. Him and Kyle, too. They put one heck of a race on behind you. You got to love that was a clean effort there, and ultimately you pick up the win. That's always feeling good.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when we were going into one, I told Josh I was centered on him, so he kind of backed off, and he tapped my rear end just enough to straighten me up. To where I couldn't get in my typical line, so I lit up the tires, and that's what gave him, I think, the biggest chance of possibly winning it. I just had the momentum out, like, down the straightaways and whatnot with running the high side, but it was fun.
It was a great time and a good race. You guys always do awesome racing here on Sunday nights there, and DJ picking up yet another win, which means you get the floor one more time to thank all the great folks that support you, and of course you get to thank Aunt Susie. She's out there rooting you on. She says, good job, DJ.
Yeah. Got to thank my teammates at Bulletproof Motorsports, FVRN for putting on the broadcast, Tubbs for the league, Milner Media and Design for the sick-looking wrap. Just wait till these money races come out. We're coming up with something real cool. Got to thank my Aunt Susie, watches every single one of my races. And then I also got to thank my girlfriend, Mariah, for watching me, sitting behind me.
All right. Love that. So it's a family atmosphere. This guy comes out, DJ Kilinowski, Big winner here tonight, car number 13, but he is not the prize here tonight. And car was as flawless as could be. Well, let's talk to our second place finisher here in the race, but most importantly, a guy who picks up the Season 5 Series Championship. Our buddy, Mr. Peacock, back here in the post-race getting the hardware. Congratulations, buddy. Tell us about that effort tonight. You had to earn it. You had to pass some cars, and Ely, unfortunately, had to have some bad luck, and he had an awful night. But championship always feels good there, buddy. Tell us about what you're feeling.
Yeah, I mean, first off, man, I really feel bad about the incident with Ely, man. You know, we'd sit there and BS, you know, about how I'd have to pay somebody to take him out to have a shot at the championship, but I never want it like that. You know, I hate that happen. I'd rather of us, you know, race it out. As far as race tonight, man, we got stuck in a bad. We got a good draw in the heat race and got, you know, just caught up in just a bad incident, which put us starting, I think, 13th or 15th, somewhere deep on the inside line. And early in the races, the inside line wasn't there, but later as the, you know, track evolved, was able to pick some cars off. I feel like we had a pretty good shot at the win tonight. I just them late race yellows, you know, the momentum that DJ carries up top, and it was hard to mount an attack on him.
I know you guys were talking in your own Discord there when that last yellow come out. DJ was wearing you guys out. We stayed green. There's no telling it. Maybe 3 seconds, 4 seconds. His car was flawless, but in a green-white checker scenario, as frustrated as he was, do you cinch up the belts one tight? You buck up the helmet tighter? I mean, it was time to go, dude. It was time to race for a win. It's time to win yourself a championship. Tell us about those last 2 laps.
Well, I mean, the caution before that, when we had probably roughly 5 to go, you know, he chimed up in Discord and told me good win, which I knew that I could make up ground in the center of the corner. But, you know, as I've said 15 times, these things, no matter what racetrack you're at, granted, this is probably one of the most raciest tracks we can go to. You know, high side momentum is always going to prevail in these things. I could make up ground to the middle, but he could just pull me so hard off, which, you know, it kept me to where I couldn't get my arc in that I needed. But last restart, like, you know, I got a real good restart on him. I was trying to get him to tell me when he was going to go, but, you know, that never happens, but it shouldn't. But I got a real good restart on him, and when he went to center the top, and I wasn't able to back out of it soon enough to make sure we wouldn't get collected. I don't think if we touched there, it'd have been as close as it was. But I said, hats off to him. He had to feel cover tonight. I wish that we could have went green from the second to last caution to come out, but there it goes. You know, going back to back, you know, it's the season championship. Like I said, I hate how I got it, but you know, it's still badass. You know, looking at the standings, seeing, you know, 3 bulletproof cars with, you know, Kyle following in 4th. So.
Hell yeah. No, it was awesome. You guys put one butt whooping on them all season long. You get the championship hardware, which means you get the final interview of the night there, Josh. The floor is yours. Thank all the peeps out there for watching you, and congratulations once again. Well earned. Always good to see the good dude guys walk away with the hardware.
Good job, Josh.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. First off, I think all my teammates, Bullish Motorsports. You know, without them, you know, none of this would be possible. You know, we get on here. We don't race as much as we, you know, used to or probably should, but you know, we still get on here and race and, you know, have a good time, joke around with each other. And it's not really about the speed. It's just about the group of guys you know, hang out with. And I think I've got a pretty damn good group. But I thank all my sponsors, Tim Cummings at Max Landscaping. I'd like to thank Steve Bigler over at Traction by Boosted. Does track their tire solutions around the Chicago area. Hit him up on Facebook. You know, if he can help you out in any way. I'd like to thank you guys for being on this race car and everything y'all have done for me. I'd like to give a shout out to J-Max. Check him out on Facebook at J-Max Journeys, Jonathan's Journeys. Also check him out at jmaxstrong.com. I'd like to give a shameless plug to JP Designs, putting this badass wrap on the car. The Tubbs and Gled Hill for, you know, everything they've done for the series and, you know, giving us a place to come race. I thoroughly enjoy running this league. I'd like to give, you know, again to you guys for putting on a broadcast. I think it's be a pretty good race to go back later and watch, and everybody out there watching.
All right. Always a gracious interview. Think a guy who's he doesn't got that on record yet. Somebody put this guy in a real race car somewhere. He is a pro. Josh Peacock picking up the series championship here tonight, which concludes season number 5 of the Southern Dirt Racing Series. Thanks to Charlie Milner, Justin Gledhill, Dan Worthington, all those guys in one bang-up job putting a terrific series together. For Jack Truman, I am Phil Lacasse. We'll see you back here live tomorrow night, the North Wilkesboro Speedway, with the Adrenaline Rush Racing League live on your source for esports racing. Good night.